Originally, I was born in Democratic Republic of Congo, province called Katanga, cattle, corn, kind of farming area. My tribe, which called Banyamulenge, we were forced to leave the country, and then we moved to our neighbor country called Burundi. So we were in a refugee camp for about 3 months. And suddenly in the middle of the night, we started to hearing a gunshot. Things turns the worst scene I ever imagined or you can think of. So my family, I was sleeping in a different tent from my family. We just had I think it was about 10 p.m. in the night or 9:45. So that's when we started to hearing gunshots. And nobody knew what was going on. You could not think that the camp has been attacked by the rebels, but it was obviously attacked. And then we started hearing people screaming. It was terrible. People got killed, put on gasoline, killed. It was a terrible scene. So by God's hands, I was not shot, but my mom was, my sister was, and my uncle family passed. And some of my friends, which I would just separated that night to go sleep. So I never seen them that time. So it was terrible, terrible scene. It was just losing your mind. So from that time, you didn't know what to do. And it's for your parents, you didn't know what to do for your kids, what is next. Well, when we came here, we went to Washington High School. It's a big school. I never attended school which is bigger than Washington. It's crazy. It's a massive school.
When I met Joseph, he was in my newcomer class, and he arrived with a sister and a brother in my class. And like any new student, you try to get to know what makes each kid special and what makes them unique. And Joseph right away was always very serious about his schoolwork. He really always kind of had this really strong focus, and he could tell that he cared very much about education and about using that as a tool to achieve what he wanted in life.
That's when my life started kind of putting pieces together. Now I'm graduating high school. What's next? What's next? What should I do? At SDSU, it was a big school. My first class, I think, was general chemistry or general biology. It was 300 kids in a class, and it was terrifying to me. So that's when I said maybe I need to do another more research for community college. It's like it's small. You interact with your instructor easily. You're not attending big classes. That's when I started to kind of think, what should I do next? Should I drop school, or what should I do? That's when I went to Iowa Lakes Community College. We received some people from SDSU came there to see if they can recruit students from there. And that's when I knew SDSU in my mind. So they said, if you want still consider to graduate with SDSU, either you can go back to the campus or come back in Sioux Falls with your family, finish classes at a university center. To me, personally, I like to learn with the small classes. I don't know, some people like big school, but I prefer small classes, and it's more cheaper to attend community college compared to university. Big university, it's extra fees, you stay in the dorm, you pay meal plan. all those activity fees you don't have to pay. You pay for parking lot. Here you don't have to pay. All those type of things. And that's why myself, I prefer to go to small university or small classes like community college or university center. I graduated there and my family were happy and I was happy as well, because now I can know that I can survive in this country. From where I came from not speaking English, from finishing high school, from graduating college, even though it's big challenge and a big responsibility you have to take, and then commitment as well. I work full-time at Hy-Vee, and I'm assistant manager there in Hy-Vee. And like I said, I like my job, and I'm able to pay and be able to take a family responsibility as a father. And before we came here, I didn't see that things will come to be unfold one day, to see myself as a father or as a man. If I knew back then that's we'll be coming here in a land place like this where we'll be attending school or go to college, we'll be speaking a new language, I will have hope saying, yes, I can do it.
Joseph is a remarkable young man. I first got to know Joseph a number of years ago when he worked for First Premier Bank on a part-time basis while I was attending SDSU. After a staff meeting, he asked me if I'd consider serving as his mentor. And of course I agreed, under one condition. I said, Joseph, I hope to have the opportunity to learn as much from you as hopefully you will from me. A common theme to what has made Joseph successful is the initiative that he's taken each step along the way. And certainly he's had a lot of help. He comes from a wonderful family and supportive family, and also has had people in his life that have really made a significant difference, like his teacher at Washington High School. But it's so important to have the initiative that Joseph has taken, and it's so good to see that. As I reflect on Joseph's story, I think back to when I first moved to Sioux Falls. In 1989, the Sioux Falls Public School District, the student population was 95% white and 5% non-white. And as you fast forward to today, those numbers have shifted dramatically. Today we're about 65% white and 35% non-white. And I think about how many stories like Joseph there are out there. Thank you for taking the time to watch Joseph's story. As I think of the future, I'm excited. I wonder how many other Josephs are out there. And if we work even more closely together as educators, as employers, as people who have an interest in building this community and making it an even better place for all people to live, I wonder what we can accomplish. With a little help from all of us, we can pave more pathways to success for students like Joseph.